minutes late, man. Been having some technical difficulties. Call the people. They up there talking about the service is just down in your area right now. So I'm out a little bit. I apologize ahead of time, but um yeah, I guess everything just going wrong this week, man. Um, First off, man, the big news of the day, man. LSU and Alabama has been postponed. And honestly, it's not looking good, man. It's looking like it's a really good chance that the game will just get wiped out altogether, man. With LSU already having to play Florida on the open day, December 12th. And they said that the coaches are trying to, get another open date, December 19th, for teams that are not playing in the SEC championship. But I mean, Alabama is going to play in the SEC championship. So, yeah, man. Honestly, man, I'd rather lose to Alabama 100 to nothing than to not play them at all, yo. That is just, and it's our fault. Our players decided to go out to a Halloween party, ironically after getting their butts whipped by Auburn 48-11. So we got COVID everywhere, and I mean it's on us, man. They don't play this game, man. Honestly, I'm kind of in a way like, man, just scratch the rest of LSU. The Bama game is like what we look for now, man. And they don't have that game, man. It's almost like scratch the season, yo. And also, man, Philadelphia Eagles, man, coming off the bye week, actually gained ground in the NFC East by not playing as the team. We Dallas and Washington lost. So it stretched our lead out a little bit. We're gonna see what's up, man. We're gonna see how Dougie P and Carson Wentz respond, after this bye week. See if they're gonna come out and really do what they're supposed to do, and beat a Giants team that, let's face it, has been playing, better football. So yeah, man, a lot going on, and obviously NBA will have a 72 game season. Looking forward to that starting December 22nd. And just a lot of other, sports issues and all that going on, man. Overall, man, like I said, man, my internet connection is down. I call the people apparently like it's down everywhere in this area for whatever reason. They're working on it. I'm using my data, so which is doing good so far. But if it buffers or it goes out a little bit, I apologize ahead of time, yo. Let's see. Let's see. What's up, Crimson Brave? Appreciate you tuning in. No, Bama LSU postponed. Yeah, yeah, yo. That's a bummer, man. When I first found out Monday that this was a possibility, it really bummed me out, man, because it's like, and I know some LSU fans like they was gonna blow us out anyway, but that's not the point, man. Like, they've been playing every year since the 1960s. like and we get them at home. It's a somewhat prime time game, a 5 o'clock Central game, and I don't know, man. I just wanted to see us play, man. Like, and it's bumming me out, man, because now it's like, I mean, LSU wasn't gonna go nowhere this year anyway, but now it's like, really, what's the point of the rest of the season? But besides getting young players more experience, man. I mean, I don't know. I'm just bummed out about that. Let's see. What's up, Chandler Hodge? Appreciate you tuning in. What's up, Mr. Dugai? Texas A&M is number 5, and we going to the playoffs. But I'm mad we can't be in the SEC championship game because of Bama. Um, A&M is playing some good football, man. I must say. They really took it to who that was they played Saturday, man. Who was it they played Saturday, man? Was it South Carolina? I want to say. It was like 48-3 or something like that. They playing some good football, yo. And especially that win over Florida was very, very impressive because Florida looks very, very good, man. I'm looking forward to a Alabama versus Florida SEC championship game. But the playoffs, man. I mean, it's possible. It's possible. Oregon is kind of looking like the big dog in the Pac-12. Obviously, the Alabama Florida winner is going to get there. Um, you know, Clemson or Notre Dame, surprisingly, is going to get there, which I still think is going to end up being Clemson. So that's two. The Big 12, man, I think the Big 12 are out of it, man. I think, somebody gonna have two losses, obviously. So yeah, it's very possible. It is well, I'm forgetting Ohio State. They need like Oregon to get two losses or Ohio State to get two losses. Because I don't think they put a one loss Texas A&M in over, a one loss Clemson slash Notre Dame ACC champion or Ohio State not going to lose a game, I don't think. So you got Ohio State, the SEC winner, Clemson, Notre Dame, winner. That's three. It's all about the Pac-12. The Pac-12 need their champion to have two losses, and then that happens, and A&M get in there. But if not, they'll go to a nice bowl. They'll go to the Sugar Bowl, which for Jimbo Fisher, that's a huge step for him, in the right direction. What's up, Lenny D? Appreciate you tuning in. What up? What's up, Mr. Dugas? What's going on? Yo, glad you could make it to the live. What's up, my friend Conru girl? Appreciate you tuning in. Hello, Mr. Dugas. I hope you and the princesses are doing well. We are. Thank you so much, yo. And I hope all is well on your end also. What's up, Six Inc? Appreciate you tuning in. I'm glad the Bama game is postponed. It saved us from record-breaking embarrassment. Man, I hear y'all, man. And a lot of people been telling me that today, man. I'm just, I'm just competitive, man. I'm like, man, look, let's just go out there. Let's go out there, man. They beat us, man. Like, I'll shake their hand and hey, congrats, whatever, man. Like, I wanted to see that game happen, man. I mean, I know people always say this. I mean, I don't look at it like that. Will we probably lose? Yeah. But I wanted to see us out there competing against the number one team in the country in our stadium. With a week to prepare when everybody is basically saying we some slop. You know what I'm saying? Like that's great experience. Then when Miles Brennan wouldn't go play, TJ Finley, Max Johnson, that's valuable experience for one of them quarterbacks going forward, man. Going up against the Nick Saban defense. But I guess we'll never know now. Maybe in order to replace that game, maybe move that Ole Miss LSU game to December 19th. Neither team will make it. Move the Bama Arkansas game to the fit to the 12, and they could play the game on the fit. I like that. That's possible. I like that. That's a good way to put it. Yeah, I think that could work. Now, some people are saying that they're gonna look at the logistics and because for Scott Woodward and LSU, like they want this game to happen. I want this game to happen. Because it's a money thing, man. Like let's be honest. And I agree with you. They could move that LSU Ole Miss game to December 19th because neither one of us are going nowhere. And they could move Alabama's game around. Like we play the fit. I like that proposition. And I think it's very possible because I think the coaches or whatever are going to vote on that. Yeah, I would like to see that happen, man. I just don't want the game to just not be played, man. I don't care if y'all beat us 55, 100-0. I just want that game to be played, yo. Cowboys need to get a top 5 pick to draft Patrick Surtain Jr. or trade the pick for more players and pick. Man, if I'm Dallas, honestly, yo, if they're not gonna take a quarterback, I think they should. They should. It depends on where they at, man. I think they should move down a little bit, get more picks, and take Kyle Pitts, man. I think Kyle Pitts from Florida would be a perfect fit for the Dallas Cowboys. I mean, yes, you could use another corner and stuff like that. I get that, but I mean, I know Schultz is okay, but Kyle Pitts, man, that guy is amazing. Like, if Dallas got Kyle Pitts, I would be like, oh boy, here we go again. Like, but that's what I would do if I was them. What's up, Big Pain? Appreciate you tuning in. I don't want Wentz to stop being aggressive. I want him to eliminate turnovers and negative plays. Our defense is legit now. BG Slay and Fulgham are our best players right now. Yeah, man. Wentz got to protect the football, man. Like the bye week should have got him to calm down, got him to relax. I don't know if he sat up there and watched other NFL games or not, or if he went hunting. I don't know what he did on the bye week Sunday, but you know, like look at these other quarterbacks, man. The Patrick Mahomes. Although Kyler Murray did have a fumble early in that game that got returned for a touchdown. Look at Kyler Murray. I mean, look at these other quarterbacks that's out there, doing their thing, protecting the football, and still looking pretty doggone good at it. And I think that's just something you got to do, man. Like, if we, which we know we always get injured, like, but if we could stay relatively healthy, and if Wentz don't throw the ball to the other team or fumble it to the other team, and Dougie P don't cost us games by feeling like he got to chase points the whole game, this team should win this division, man. Though I do think Washington will be better with Alex Smith long, as the season goes on. The Giants have been very competitive like the last, few games. And Dallas, they seem like they're getting a little better defensively. And I don't know if they're gonna go with Garrett Gilbert or Andy Dalton, who knows, but Garrett Gilbert at least gave them a little swag. So all three teams are improving, but I mean, if all else fails, man, like the Eagles, I feel like should win this division, if everyone is healthy. So that's a big that's a big deal, man. Like I don't know, man. Like he got to stop turning over the football, man. Like he just really do, yo. What's up, Sir Nando 27? Appreciate you tuning in. What's good, Mr. Dugard? Can we put to rest that Tua will be a great QB for years to come? And Jim Harbaugh choking up in Michigan, about to go to third straight after Wisconsin, since his team is supposed to be his best. Yeah, man. Tua, shout out to Tua, man. Tua played very, very well Sunday. I still didn't really know what to make of him after their game against the Rams because he didn't have to do nothing. Their defense was so dominant. And man, I tell you what, that was an exciting game to watch, yo. The Dolphins and Cardinals game, man. With those two quarterbacks going toe to toe. Look, I'm gonna say this, man. Kyler Murray is better than Lamar Jackson, yo. I know Lamar Jackson was the MVP unanimously. I know he was voted as the number one player in the NFL by the NFL players. But right now, I feel like Kyler Murray is a better quarterback, yo. That guy is amazing. Like the way he could run, the way he could throw. I mean, Xavier Howard, who right now looks like the best corner in the NFL this season, completely kind of took DeAndre Hopkins out of that game. And Murray went to his other receivers and he used his legs. So, and Tua went out there and you know what he didn't do? He made throws, he ran when he had to run, and most importantly, he did not turn the football over. And so I think definitely that, Tua is ready to for the big time, man. I think all three of those rookie quarterbacks look amazing. My guy Jambalaya Joe, Justin Herbert, surprisingly to me, looks very good out there. Though they're not winning games, he looks very good. It ain't his fault. And Tua look, and he got a good team, man. Tua's looking good out there, yo. What's up, Chico NBA? Hey, thank you so much for the super chat, yo. I greatly, greatly appreciate it, yo. We stuck with Alshon. I might as well see what he got. Man, he better not take snaps away from Travis Fulgham or Jalen Reagor, yo. Like, that's the thing that I'm concerned about, man. I don't want him taking snaps away from them guys. If y'all want to use him in the red zone, if you rather use him in the red zone over, over a Rager or a Greg Ward or whatever, I mean, fine. But man, like, I do not want that guy taking plenty snaps, away from my young receivers, yo. I just do not want that to happen, man. I thank him for the Super Bowl, man. I'm gonna always remember that. He was great in the playoffs that season. But man, I'm just ready to move on from Alshon Jeffrey. Like I'm tired of Alshon, man. Carson Wentz needs to play better because Eagles are going to win NFC East of playing teams like Browns, Saints, Packers, Seahawks, and Cardinals. I agree. He got to play much, much, much better, man. Especially in those big games, yo. I mean, a 5-3 finish to me is very possible. It's possible. I think out of those big games, out of the big four, I'm gonna call it, Packers, Seahawks, Saints, and Cardinals. I think we win one of those games, yo. I think we knock off one of those teams and win one of those games, yo. And I do think we could beat the Browns, especially with no Odell or Nick Chubb. Well, I don't know if Nick Chubb will be back for that or not. And we could obviously beat the other NFC East teams. So 5-3 is very possible. We finish 5-3, we win the division. So, but it all boils down to Wentz taking care of football, yo. Wow, Notre Dame beat Clemson. It don't matter. Clemson would be so mad that Notre Dame will get the life beat out of them, especially with Lawrence and key players on defense. I was surprised myself, man. I actually thought about you when I seen the end of that game, yo. Yeah, I'm like, man, but I do believe if they play again, Clemson gonna win, man. But I do gotta give Notre Dame credit for winning that game Saturday because I didn't think they would win Saturday. But Clemson do got to get them players back defensively. I mean, they need Lawrence back, though. I do think the freshman quarterback actually didn't play that bad in that game. I don't think it was because of quarterback play. I just think that the defense, really was leaking oil out there without those players out there. Gary Gilbert was balling. We took him off the street. Yeah, he looked. I mean, I ain't gonna say balling. Like he just put up a great game, but he at least gave y'all life. He was 1,000 times better than Ben DiNucci. Like I'm gonna give you that. And he played well. He played well. I ain't say he was balling. Balling to me is like what Kyler Murray did against the Dolphins Sunday. But I'm gonna say he played decent. I'm gonna say that. The second half of the Eagles season needs to be one word consistent from the coaches to the play caller to the players to the play on the field. Just need consistency. We good. I completely agree, yo. I completely agree, man. Like that's what we need, and we get that we win this division, yo. I really think we can go 5-3. I think we could sweep the NFC East games left. Not saying we can't. I mean, we could lose them too, also, but we can win. We can beat Cleveland, and I think one of them 4 games we gonna knock off somebody and surprise them, man. At Green Bay, at Arizona, New Orleans at home, Seattle at home. I think we win one of those 4 games, yo. And we do that, man, 7-8-1, which sounds crazy, but hey, 7-8-1 wins the NFC East this year, yo. Well, eight. Well, I'm sorry, 8-7. I said 7-8-1. I mean 8-7-1. I mean, two are going crazy. Who will have the best career? Joe Burrow, Justin Hurd, or Tua? Of course, I'm biased. Of course, man. Of course, I'm gonna say Jambalaya Joe Burrow, man. But I tell you what, I think I mean, all 3 of them, I think, are going to be good. Like they all are showing their team that they franchise, which is very good to see, man. Because usually when you got that many players drafted at the quarterback position that high, at least one of them end up not panning out. At least one of them end up not being that good. You know, like look at Trubisky, Deshaun Watson, and Mahomes. Watson and Mahomes are legendary, and Trubisky is, sitting on the bench behind Nick Foles. And Trubisky was picked ahead of both of them, which is still very surprising to me. Um, but yeah, I think I'm gonna go Burrow personally, but I think all 3 of them are gonna be amazing. Let's see. We do have fans that think Mac Jones is better than Tua. I like him, but Jesus, no. Nah. I seen a thing today, man, that had Mac Jones as like a late first round pick. Honestly, I was surprised, man. And it's not to knock on the young man, not to say that he's not any good or anything like that. He's throwing the ball very well. I don't trust him though. Like I don't trust him as an NFL quarterback because I just feel like whenever he get to the NFL, when he ain't got that offensive line, he ain't got those receivers and all that. I just don't know, man. I just don't know if he's somebody I trust to give the keys to my franchise. I'm just being honest, yo. Um, that's like if Miles Brennan was out there playing well. Like I don't trust Miles Brennan as an NFL prospect neither. But I mean, we'll see. That's better than two and no. Like absolutely not. Mac Jones on round one, a first round pick. Yeah, from what I like, Todd McShay, I seen had him like late first round, man, which I thought was surprising. But I mean, hey, shout out to him though. Hell, some of our fans think Jalen Hurts is better than Tua. Some of the Eagles fans think Jalen Hurts better than Wentz. So I know exactly how that feel, man. And I don't agree with that, obviously. Jets should trade Sam Darnold and draft Trevor Lawrence, and Jaguars should draft Justin Fields. Honestly, if I'm the Jets, Sam Darnold is not the problem to me, man. I just think that they need a competent coach over there. Like, I just think that Adam Gase, just absolutely, has to go. And I don't know, man. If I'm the Jets got so many holes, man. Like the Jets need another offensive lineman at least. The Jets need a running back. The Jets need another receiver. The Jets need a tight end. Like the Jets need pass rushers. The Jets need linebackers. They need people in the secondary. The Jets need a whole bunch of stuff over there, man. So if I'm them, I'm trading that pick to like Jacksonville or somebody, or Dallas or whoever want Trevor Lawrence that bad. And I'm racking up on picks, man. I'm racking up on first round picks. I'm racking up on weapons for Sam Darnold. I'm racking up on, defensive players. That's what I would do if I was the Jets, man. They already got some picks, like from the Seattle Seahawks and stuff like that. So if I'm them, man, I'm trading. I'm not taking Trevor Lawrence. I'm trading down for somebody who want him. I'm charging them a steep price because Trevor Lawrence, from looking at the NFL scouts and all that people believe is the most non, lock of a prospect since Andrew Luck. So that's what I would do if I was them, man. And for God's sakes, we even have fans that think AJ McCarron is simply for winning two natties at Bama, even though our O-line, run game, and defense won both. Yeah, like clearly you can see, man. Like McCarron, no, man. He was just on a legendary team. Garrett Gilbert better than Wentz. Well, give him a big contract then. give him the money y'all supposed to give that. Give it to Garrett Gilbert then, and let's see how you feel about that in a year or two. What's up, Brandon Reese? Appreciate you tuning in. What up, Mr. Dugai? South Carolina fires Muschamp after the season. Who would you go after? I think they should go after Hugh Freeze. He's familiar with the SEC. I completely agree. Like I couldn't think of a better candidate than Hugh Freeze. Like especially what he got going on over there at Liberty. The thing with Hugh Freeze is a very, very, very good head coach, man. Like as you could tell, man, he really did his thing. Oh, granted, they cheated. Granted, they did recruiting violations. But man, like Ole Miss had a cup. Like if it wasn't for a flukish type of throwback and bounce and Alex Collins getting the first down, man. That year, Ole Miss would have went to the SEC championship game instead of Alabama. Like Ole Miss would have been in that game if it wasn't for that fluke thing Hunter Henry pulled off. Like Ole Miss would have been in the SEC championship game that season. They did still get to the Sugar Bowl and absolutely beat down Oklahoma State. But I mean, Hugh Freeze, I think, is a good coach. And obviously, like I said, look what he's doing at Liberty. So yes, if I'm South Carolina, that is exactly who I am going after. Is Hugh Freeze, yo. I completely agree. We don't need to take the Giants game for granted. We got to go in there with the right mind and walk out with a W. Oh, definitely, man. I mean, they almost beat us at home. Like, if it wasn't for Evan Ingram, drop pass, they would have beaten us, yo. Like, let's just call it what it is. So we definitely can't go up there and take them for granted. That's a big game, man. That's a game to come out the right way after the bye week. Then if we win this, we'll officially be on a 3-game winning streak. So it's like, yeah, against the NFC East. So yeah, man, we got to come out there and get it done. Oklahoma has had too many chances in the playoffs. Well, we clearly know they ain't going this year. Like that's the thing. They clearly ain't going in, and I don't think no Big 12 team gonna go this year. Eagles better not take the Giants lightly because Giants got a good coach, Joe Judge, and Giants are playing really good. Nah, they are playing some good football right now, man. The Giants are definitely have definitely been very, very competitive lately. Um, they look like a well coached team right now. I think the final four will be one Bama, two Ohio State, three Clemson, four Notre Dame, A&M, or Miami. I don't know, but Okie State, I'm not buying. They'll win out. Oh well, yeah, that or the Pac-12. Do the committee, though they only gonna play like 7 games. Do the committee say Oregon run the table and win the Pac-12 championship? I think the committee may put Oregon in there as that number 4 seed. So for me, or I think like I said, I think the Big 12 is out. I think they done. So it boils down to the Pac-12. Ohio State, Bama, Clemson slash Notre Dame, whatever. Then, but will the Pac-12 have a undefeated or one loss champion? Do the committee punish the Pac 12 for not playing as many games as, SEC teams and other teams have played? So that's very, very, very interesting to see. But if not, I agree, man. I think like Notre Dame or A&M or somebody like that, which I think it'll be A&M. If A&M, assuming they run the table the rest of the way. Buccaneers versus Eagles, 5 versus 4 wild card because Buccaneers game was so big and Saints will win the NFC South. Right now, I mean that's what it looked like if the season ended today, which would be very, very intriguing. Obviously, a lot of people would not think my Eagles would win that game, but long way to go, man. I do agree. It does definitely look like that's going to be the matchup. Because Tampa Bay is their chances to me of winning the South is not very good. The Saints are actually about to get a somewhat light schedule, the rest of the way. So yeah, that looks very, very, very possible. Jake Fromm would never start an NFL game. Probably not, man. I don't think that's much of a bold statement, man. I think I agree with you, yo. Eagles getting healthy at the right time. I know one thing with Alshon coming back, Doug better not take snaps away from Travis Fulgham for Alshon. That's what I'm saying. That's why I'm not that. I mean, granted, I know he's a veteran. I know he's at least competent. He could go out there and catch a pass thrown his way. But man, I just really feel like, man, let's just keep this youth movement going, man. If you want to put him in, on certain plays in the red zone because he's like a like he's like a tight end right now at this stage of his career, playing wide receiver, go ahead, man. But the rest of the time, like the 20s to 20s and all that, man. Like my thing is, man, keep Fulgham at them young guys in there, man. But we know how it is when it comes to Dougie P. We just know how that go. NFL draft, NFL, NBA draft next Wednesday and free agency next Friday. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that, man. That should be a whole lot of fun, yo. Who knows? The SEC might be able to reschedule that Bama LSU game. Nah, like Crimson Brave said, man. If they move that LSU Ole Miss game to December 19th, because I think the coaches are voting on using December 19th as a extra day to play if your team is not in the SEC championship game, which basically it looks like will be every team with the exception, of Alabama and Florida, which I think is a good idea. And if that happened, they move LSU Ole Miss to that day since clearly none of them are going to go to the SEC championship. Um, you know, we could have that LSU Bama game on December the 5th. It could happen if they do vote because obviously the open day we already got to play Florida, December 12th. So I think that's very possible, man. It's possible. At first, I was bummed out, like, man, it ain't gonna happen. We gonna just not play them this season. But then hearing that proposition and then think, because I did see earlier that they were considering, letting teams that won't make the SEC championship game, reschedule opponents on December the 19th. And I think that could be very, very, very well happen, yo. Excuse me. Michigan need to fire Jim Bum. Cowboys need to make Mike McCarthy need to fire Mike McCarthy and hire Urban Meyer. I don't know if Urban Meyer would. Well, then I don't know, man. Dallas does have talent. You never know. But I don't know. I was gonna say I doubt that Urban Meyer take the Dallas Cowboys job. But You never know. Um, and Mike McCarthy is terrible. But I, I don't know, man. Like that Jim Harbaugh situation is really sticky, man. Because I do think that it's a good chance that it's his last year at Michigan. Not because he get fired, but I think he may take the chance at another NFL team if given an opportunity. Um, I don't really see him with the Dallas Cowboys, but the maybe the New York Jets call his phone, which so I don't know, man. It's just it feels weird. It does feel like it's coming to an end for him at Michigan, but I still don't know if Michigan is going to have the guts, to excuse me, to actually fire Harbaugh though. Dolphins need an O line. Yes, they do, man. They do. But they got some young pieces over there. I think they go eventually gel, but they could use another guy or two. I'm not surprised that we didn't trade for anybody because we had the talent. We just gotta go put them out there on the field, especially in the second half of the season. Yeah, it's that, and it's that since we such a young team, you want to keep all of the picks that you have going forward. And I don't really, and you don't really, excuse me, and we don't really have the salary cap space, to go out there and get a big name type of player. Because obviously, if we go out there and do that, basically we got to pay them. And I just don't think that Howie or the team is going to really make like it's going to want to do anything like that. So I do agree, man. I think we got enough players to win a division. Do we have enough to win a Super Bowl? No. But do we have enough to win a division, and at least whoever we play at home in a wild card game, at least make them scared in at some point in the fourth quarter? I think that is very, very possible with the roster we currently have, yo. Bama and Florida will blow up the school board in Atlanta. They will, man. I think that would be an absolutely very, very fun and entertaining and no, NFC East. I'm about to say NFC East. SEC championship game, yo. Sorry, y'all. Been a long day, man. What's up, Adrian Norwood? Appreciate you tuning in. What should the Eagles look to go for in the draft? If I'm the Eagles, man, coming up into this draft, early on, is two positions that I think we really got to look at, man. Is offensive line and is linebacker. I think those are the two positions that we got to come out of the first round with one of them. I say O line because Brooks is. I love Brandon Brooks and he's amazing, but he is getting a little older. He is getting a little up there. Not really older, but he has had a couple of Achilles injuries now. Lane Johnson, though he still plays at a high level, he's been banged up. Jason Kelsey, I think, may retire after this season. And it's a good chance that we move Isaac Seumalo from left guard to center. So we're gonna need a left guard to go out there. And I think that line offensive line, whether it's a tackle or a guard, center, whatever, is a priority. And also obviously a linebacker, man. I mean, this team has absolutely no linebackers. Though I like the way TJ Edwards plays, especially against the run. Um, I like I want to see Davion Taylor and Bradley continue to develop to see what type of players they could turn out being. Singletary, he isn't the most talented linebacker, but he's very instinctive and he plays extremely, extremely hard. But I think linebacker or offensive lineman is, positions that we definitely gotta, look at early in the draft, going into next season. Who are the best team in the NFC? Uh, excuse me, I gotta say, excuse me, yo. I'm gonna go New Orleans Saints, man. I think the New Orleans Saints are the best team in the NFC. They could do a little bit of everything. I don't think it really matters who plays QB at Georgia. Kirby is just terrible at developing dynamic skill QBs. He doing something mentally. He less miles, man. Like he's less miles. Like he He don't identify QBs, and then the offense is so closed, it's not open at all. And that's why I like Florida going into that game because I'm like, man, Florida is going to score. Right. I don't care how great Georgia's defense supposed to be. We seen how great it supposedly was, against Alabama. And Florida is a very, very good, efficient offense. So that's why I was like, man, I just think Florida gonna put too much pressure on them to score. And that's what happened because I mean you shouldn't fear nobody should fear with all due respect to him, no one should really fear, Stinson Bennett. So that's why I was like, man, I think Florida, even though they got up 14 nothing on them, that's why I liked Florida. Excuse me. That's why I liked Florida winning this game. And I'm looking forward to a Florida Alabama SEC championship game. What's up, Buck Tide 1999? Appreciate you tuning in. Damn, I can't believe the LSU versus Bama game is not happening. Yeah, unless they come up, they never close the door on rescheduling it. It is postponed. They did say postponed instead of canceled. It did look daunting until the coaches, whoever came up with it, whether it was Slive or whoever, decided that they're gonna try to let teams that's not gonna participate in the SEC championship game, you know, play makeup games on December 19th, the same day the SEC championship game. And if that happened, it is a really good possibility that they could move LSU Ole Miss game to that day in that slot, and LSU Bama could potentially happen, December 5th. Let's see. I'm mad because Texas A&M can't be. Excuse me. I'm mad because Texas A&M can't be in the SEC championship game because Nick Saban is a goat. Well, I mean, yeah, man, the man is amazing, man. But you know, I am happy that we got it done last year against him at least. You know what I'm saying? But he is amazing, man. Michael Jacquet was graded in the top 10 in QB in cornerbacks in week 8 against the Cowboys. He could play on the opposite of Slade. Yeah, he could, man. Guy right at from Louisiana Lafayette College, man. He did look decent out there. But, like I don't think the team is gonna trust him putting him on the opposite side of Slade. It's gonna have to be like it was, like guys just dropping like flies. They're gonna go uh, Avante Maddox, then probably like a Trayvon LeBlanc, and then then they'll go Jalen Mills if they have to before they put him out there. Though I think he did play, pretty well in that game. What's up, Miss Malik Baker? Appreciate you tuning in. What's up, Mr. Dugas? Fly Eagles Fly. What's going on, yo? Glad you could make it to the live, and that's right, man. Fly Eagles Fly. Big division game Sunday, yo. Which team do you think that Cam Newton will play with next year? If you're the Chicago Bears, maybe they should go after him. Yeah, that's what I said. I said Chicago. I don't think it's gonna be the Patriots, obviously. I don't think it's gonna be one of these teams that's gonna have a high enough pick to, get a young, a Trevor Lawrence, Justin Fields, or any of these other quarterbacks. So yeah, it's a team that has a veteran that's, you know, getting older, or that's, considering retirement or whatever. And I definitely can see, Cam Newton going to Chicago. Kyler Murray is my MVP and Cardinals winning the NFC West. I mean, man, Kyler Murray is amazing, man. Like I said earlier, I think he's better than Lamar Jackson, honestly, right now. Um, MVP, it's tricky, man. I got, he's in the conversation. Russell Wilson, obviously, Patrick Mahomes. I think Derrick Henry is in that conversation also, man. I guess we just got to see how things gonna, play out the rest of the season. But it's definitely gonna be a nice a nice little race, for the MVP going back and forth. What's up, my boy, man? Team Gnarly. Appreciate the super chat, bro. Appreciate you tuning in, man. Fins up. Hey, man. Shout out to your Dolphins, man. Very, very impressive win against the Arizona Cardinals on Sunday, man. A very, very great, entertaining game. Tua did his thing, yo. He did his thing, man. Did he have, you know, awesome stats? No. But what he did was he moved the chains. He got in the end zone. He ran when he had to run. He made throws when he had to make throws. And most importantly, he did not turn over the football. He did not turn over the football, man. Man, he stood toe to toe with a great quarterback, in my opinion. And that Dolphins defense, man, is getting after people, man. That guy, Emmanuel Ogbay, is like he looking like a first team all defensive player, out there wreaking havoc, sacking quarterbacks and making them fumble, and getting the Dolphins getting scoop and scores. Seem like every week off of that, man. Hey, Dolphins and Bills battling out for the AFC East, man, which is crazy. But when they meet again in Buffalo, to me that's gonna be real must see TV, yo. Definitely looking forward to that matchup whenever it happen again. Let's see. Because Dewan Mathis isn't a bad QB, look at his high school highlights. He was a highly rated four-star. Everybody wanted. Watch him go somewhere like Ohio State and do what Fields did. Oh yeah, he definitely did come in with a lot of hype and a lot of praise. But yeah, man, Georgia I don't know, man. It just looks like under Kirby Smart, they're just not gonna be considered, somewhat of an elite, type of offensive team. Facts. Kyler Murray is better than Lamar Jackson. Oh, I definitely think it's hands down, man. Like that guy is amazing, yo. Tua is now 2-0 against Kyler, but yes, Kyler is awesome. Yeah, he is, and Kyler was actually pretty good in both those games, but just fell short, man. Uh, Mr. Duga, I remember back in April and May when I said Kyler Murray is going to be a top five best QB and better than Lamar. I apologize if I forgot that, but if you said that, man, you hit the nail on the head, man. I'm so impressed with him, man. What made me so impressed with Kyler Murray Sunday was that you know, young quarterbacks tend to, whenever it's chaos and the game is really tight, they tend to do one or two things. They tend to use their legs way too much, or they tend to lock in on their number one receiver. Now, he did use his legs a lot, but I don't feel like it was too much. It was very effective. And Xavier Howard did a great job taking DeAndre Hopkins out of that game, which I think right now, I think Xavier Howard is this year is playing the best cornerback of anybody in the NFL so far this season. And Kyler Murray spreaded the ball around, man. He went to his other weapons. And I feel like what did them and their coach took the ball out of his hands, let the running back try to run. But if you said that, man, shout out to you, man. What's up with Nita Ricks? Appreciate you tuning in to the live. I'm late, but here, hi, Mr. Dugai. Hey, thank you so much for tuning in, yo. I greatly appreciate it. Whether you late, early, it don't matter. I'm thankful for everybody who come here and chop it up with me. Besides Patrick Mahomes, I would take Kyler Murray over any NFL players in the NFL. You know what? I had a talk with my boy about that yesterday, and I said the exact same thing. I told him, I said, man, for the next 10 years, Patrick Mahomes is the only player in the NFL that I would take over Kyler Murray. I told him that just yesterday. I said that exact. I completely agree. I said the exact same thing. Like for the next 10 years, Patrick Mahomes, then it's Kyler Murray to me. What's up, Neo? Appreciate you tuning in. Whatever Kirby is asking the UGA QBs to do is either too much or just messing them up. It is that, and I just think for one, they either not talented enough, or if they are talented enough, I don't think the play calling is fluent enough for them. and just creative enough for them, yo. I just think that those guys are being asked to do um a little much, man. Even when they had Justin Fields there and they would use him in certain situations, it was never creative, enough to my knowledge, yo. Like I didn't feel like the offense was creative enough. Dolphins making the playoffs. I agree. I think they will. They either go win the AFC East or they go get it. If not, they go get it as a wild card. I completely agree. After all the hits Tua has taken so far, maybe people can shut up with this whole he's too fragile BS. Man, look, when I seen him get leveled, I mean leveled by Aaron Donald last week and got up, I'm like, you know what, he all right. Like, he all right, yo. Raiders making the playoffs. Let's see, man. Let's see. In the AFC, it's three teams extra. You got your division winners. The East gonna be the Dolphins or Bills. The loser, I think, gonna get a wild card spot. So that's one. Um, in the North, you got Pittsburgh right now. I think Baltimore is gonna get a playoff spot. That's two. Um, it's out of to me. Is out of two. Is out of. I think the Dolphins Bills loser is in. Non-division winner is in. I think I think Pittsburgh gonna win the North, but I think Baltimore is in as a wild card. It's to me, it's gonna come down between the Raiders and the Indianapolis Colts. I think those are the two teams. The playoffs is gonna come down between. Um, Me personally, I think the Raiders are better or a better team. But let's see, how the coach schedule, and all that, play out. But yeah, it's out of Raiders and Colts, I think, to get that seventh spot in the AFC playoffs. Let's see. I watched Tua play with the Dolphins for the first time on Sunday. He looked good. Yeah, he did his thing, man. He definitely did whatever he had to do out there, man, to get the job done and get the win in a very, very difficult circumstance. All right, y'all. Let me try to get to some people. I apologize that I didn't get a chance to talk to you yet. What's up, Curtis? Quillman. Appreciate you tuning in. Man, when we gonna fire Bo Pelini? Because I'm sick of it. I'll tell you what, if we would have played the game Saturday, I think he'd have been going after the game. Hopefully, man. Honestly, I think at the end of the year, I don't think Coach O. He kind of mentioned that after the Auburn game, which to me was very telling because the previous games he just kept saying, "Oh, Bo is a great defensive mind. We gonna get it together." Blah blah blah. But after the Auburn game, he didn't really use that same, that same tone. He was more so like we don't evaluate coaches till the end of the season. So I think at the end of the year, I think Bo Pelini is gone, and he gonna go out there and get a more competent, more younger, more knowing of today's offenses and how to defend it type of coordinator. At least that's what he better do. Bo better be a one and done situation, similar to what Matt Canada was when he came in, as the offensive coordinator. Let me try to get to people I didn't get to. What's up, Chaos the Filthy? Appreciate you tuning in, bro. How you feel about Brett Favre comparison for Carson Wentz? Is it a bad thing or should he embrace it? I don't like it, to be honest with you, cause my opinion, man, not to hate on him. I just felt like, I remember I got asked this question a long time ago. They asked me who I think was the most overrated quarterback of all time, and honestly, I thought it was Brett Favre. Not to say he wasn't great. Obviously, he was amazing, but what I remember about Brett Favre, like pretty much more than anything, was the crucial interceptions he threw in big time games. Yo, think about the interception he threw against our Eagles in what the 2003-2004 divisional round in overtime, where he basically just threw like a punt to Brian Dawkins. Think about the game against the Giants, the interception to who was it, Corey Webster. Think about when he's with the Vikings, the interception to Tracy Porter. To me, that's what I know Brett Favre more for than anything. I know he had the record for most games played and never missed games and was fun and all that. But for me, it was more in all the MVPs he won. But for me, it was, he turns the ball over when your season is on the line. So I hope not. Like, I see a lot of that obviously with the way Wentz turning over the football and the way that he can wow you with certain throws that other quarterbacks would probably, but besides Mahomes or like a Josh Allen or something, could make with their arm strength. But yeah, unfortunately, I'm gonna say yeah. But for me, I think Brett Favre is the most overrated quarterback, of all time. I don't think he should embrace it. I think he should shoot to be better than Brett Favre. All right, let me try to get to people I ain't get to, y'all. What's up, Chance Foster? Appreciate you tuning in. What do you think the record is going to be with the Eagles? I'm going to go out on a limb and I'm going to say we finish 8-7-1. I mean, the second half of the season we gonna go 5-3. We finish 8-7-1 and clinch the NFCs. Let's see. What's up, DC Vlogs, LSU? Appreciate you tuning in. Hey, Mr. Dugas, I've been watching your videos for a while. I'm a huge fan, LSU fan. Go Tigers! Hey, thank you so much for tuning into the live, and thank you so much for supporting my channel. I'm humbled and I greatly appreciate it, yo. Thanks so much. What's up, the bet? Appreciate you tuning in. Evening, everyone. And why Coach O scared to play us? We want to remind him what he said after last year's game in the locker room. Man, he not scared to play y'all, man. We got COVID. like, we can't play with COVID, man. That's like us saying that Florida was scared to play us, man. And I mean, clearly Florida a better team this year. Like, we got COVID. I mean, I want to play. I want the game to happen. And I think that if the coaches vote to make December 19th a day where non-SEC, championship participants can can you know can break through, then yeah, like I want to see it happen on December 5th. Because I think this year they moved the championship game this year. If I'm not mistaken, I think it's more of a prime time game this year instead of a 3 o'clock like central afternoon game. So yeah, I want the game to happen. Trust me. Am I expecting us to win? I'm not, but I want the game to happen. Let's see. I'm gonna try to get to the people I didn't get to. What's up, my friend Mary Martell? Appreciate you tuning in. Guys, what's up? Hey, waving back at you, my friend. Thanks so much for tuning into the live with me. All right, let's see. Let's see. What's up, Dalton B? Appreciate you tuning in. Who's in the Super Bowl? Steelers or Chiefs? Ooh, that's a great question, man. Ooh, that's a good matchup, man. If that game happened, that would be a great game, man. Because you got Mahomes and that high flying offense against Pittsburgh and that pass rush and Fitzpatrick back there. The other side of the ball, you got the Steelers and all those weapons with Big Ben. Ooh, that's a tough one, man. Man, you put me on the spot with that one, man. I didn't even really think about that one. That's one I got to take time, sit down, and think about, man. You know what? I would go. Man, that's tough. That's tough, but because what worried me with Kansas City is, as great as Mahomes is, the offensive line is not great this year, and Pittsburgh could get after the quarterback. And on the flip side, Pittsburgh could score with them with the weapons they have. Man, and they both at times played on their competition a little bit too. So I'm gonna say I'm gonna go with Pittsburgh, man. I think if they played, I think Pittsburgh would get them. Though I think it would be a tremendous matchup in game. Let's see. I'm trying to get to. All right, look like that's everybody I didn't get a chance to get to. So let's see where I was. Blah 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 blah. I got a few minutes left. All right, let's see. Mr. Dugas, my prayers go out to everyone at LSU that caught the virus. I wish them a speedy recovery. Thank you, man. Thank you so much, yo. Yeah, I think they're gonna be okay. Honestly, though, I think they will be okay. But yeah, it's a tough situation, man. I mean, I hate the fact that they went to a party and got it that way, which was not very smart. But then at the same time, it's like these are college kids. I mean, they're gonna do. I mean, look at Notre Dame. Like when they beat Clemson, everybody ran on the field. Everybody ran on the field, and not all of them had masks on. Like let's keep it 100. They all ran on the field, and not all of them had masks on, yo. Let's see. Now, let's see. Mr. Dugas, don't trust a word from Buck Tide. He a bandwagon Bama fan since September. And he says interesting things in StreamYard. Hey, it's all good, man. It's all good, man. Everybody welcome, man. We just having fun, man. Like I get it. Bama fans feeling good. They number one in the country. They want us so bad, and they know that we vulnerable, and they want to pick on LSU right now. And I get it, and they want the game to happen, so they want to get their win. I get it, but I want the game to happen too, yo. But all right, y'all, man. That's it for me tonight, man. Appreciate y'all checking out the live, man. Shout out to my phone, man. My phone actually held through, man. I actually was not on Wi-Fi tonight. I have to use my data because I'm gonna have to check see if it's working now, but my connections was messing up. But thank y'all everyone for tuning into the live, man. Stay tuned for the videos throughout the week. Clearly there's no LSU Alabama game, at least not this week. Eagles Giants, we gonna see. Try to be live for that one also, and just talking about other topics throughout the week, man. But until then, man, Lord willing, I talk to y'all same time next Tuesday. Like I said, enjoy the videos throughout the week. Like, comment, tell your friends, tell everybody. And if you got my social media, they'll holler at me on there, and I'll get back at you, yo. But y'all have a blessed evening, man. Talk to y'all next week.